yes. Oh, yes. Amazing, amazing Bitcoin rally, guys. We're witnessing it right now. And man, this is going to be something we're going to be tracking all week long leading up to the election next week. And Bitcoin is breaking loose, guys. Bitcoin is breaking out from current price ranges that we've been waiting to see. We've been waiting patiently to break through 69K, and it has happened. Man, this is going to be insane with the election coming up. Guys, we were up here in July. We couldn't break through it. We were up here in September at 66. We got rejected. We were up here again in October at 69. We got rejected. And now we have broke loose 71,000 plus dollar Bitcoin. Everything looks bullish right now on the moving averages. And man, what an amazing time to be in crypto, guys. We're seeing some altcoins make some moves too. One of my favorites, Sui's up 18+%. Look at this, up to $2 again. How about Aptos too? Sui and Aptos. If you guys were listening to me back in 2022, 2023, two of our biggest bets were going to be Sui and Aptos, the Facebook group. Look at this. Sui now ranked number 18. Aptos ranked number 22. And our beloved Dogecoin making some great gains as well. You love to see that. Man, this is just amazing to watch. And we're getting ready for the Crypto Breakfast Club. You guys know what we do here. 9:30 to 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm actually in Colorado right now, so it's 7:27 where I am, but we're up and at it. We are ready to go. And let's see who we got in the chat here. We got a few minutes before we get started here. Roberto Medina first. Dogecoin to the moon. Let's go. What's up, man? We've got Lith coming in on X. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? It's Summers. What's going on, bro? Good morning to you. Amazing, amazing morning to you. MJ, yes, Bitcoin. Enough said, bro. Enough said right now. Let's go, guys. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Always cool and happy to wants to organ donation daily one time, like blood donation 17 times is called. Wait, what? What? Boca G's in the house. We already know what Boca's about, man. He's an OG. You should change your name to Boca OG and not just Boca G. Just saying. Anthony says, yo, Zach, you're goated. Been a fan since before the last bull cycle. Appreciate you, Anthony. Thank you so much, man, for all your support. It definitely means a lot, bro. Tech AA, what's going on, man? Todd's in the house. What are you doing in Colorado? Just hanging out, man. We're here for like a week. We're gonna be doing some hikes. So yeah, man. Anybody out this way, let me know. Are you guys anybody in Boulder? Anybody in Boulder? That's where I'm at right now. In Boulder right now, and then we're heading back to Denver, going to Red Rocks this upcoming weekend. Super pumped. Never really spent a lot of time out here. So who in the chat is from Colorado? Let me hear you. Let's see. Mitchell's in the house. Yes, Shiba is making some moves this morning too. Up 9%. Love to see it. Can you talk about meme coins? Yeah, we'll get into it, man. Brian Nichols is here. What's up, Brian? Where is the Moonwell headed? I have no idea what that is, Bill. So am I, Boca. I'm not sure where that came from. Man, Chronos memes have been decimated, that's for sure. I never really got into them, but I do think they'll come up when the overall market comes back and when Chronos starts making moves. Especially some of the large market cap ones. Wyoming, Todd's coming in from Wyoming. Where are you guys coming in from? Let me know where you guys are from in the chat. I always like hearing that. Roaring Kitty group is fired up. I hear you guys. I know I owe you a video. I'm going to put one out on X eventually, man. I've just been blasted with so many other things right now. Does it make sense to own different Bitcoin ETFs? No, not really. No. Doge is definitely pumping. Even ASI, FET, is pumping a little bit. Pendle's up 12% too. Ken's coming in from Arizona. My man, what's going on? CC's coming in from Detroit. Jason's coming in from Jersey. We got everybody representing. Love it. Love it. All right, guys, it's time to start the Breakfast Club. I'm already a minute late, so let's do that. Let's do that. We'll play some tunes in the background for us, too. How about that? We are live on YouTube, live on X. Thank you guys so much for all you guys who are live. If you're live on X, make sure you retweet or repost the live stream. Drop comments down there. If you're on YouTube, you guys know what to do. Hit the like button. Subscribe down there as well. All right, let's get some tunes ready here for us.
Give me something new. I want it back. It was something in the air. It was something in the air. I get nervous when you get closer. I feel it taking over you, and then you leave me speechless. Because I can't focus. I'm talking from bad to blizzard. Something more desert when you are under the weather. Something more desert. Don't break my heart. Do you remember? Don't break my heart. Something more desert. Don't break my heart.
Let's frickin' go, guys. What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Breakfast Club. Man, this is an exciting one, obviously. Bitcoin breaking loose, finally shaking 69,000, getting up over 70, getting up over 71. Do I hear 72? Do I hear 72,000? We've got a great sponsor up on stage with us today. Shout out to Catalorian. We'll be joined by our other sponsors too. I see Gino in the house. That's another sponsor this week. We'll invite them up to the stage. We've got Dag Night Dog, another sponsor here on the Breakfast Club. Love to see it, man. And the rest of the market absolutely sending too. We've got some altcoins making some big moves. How about Sui? Up 17%. Dogecoin up almost 13% right now. Sui and Aptos, though, man. Two layer ones that I really like. Sui now ranked number 18. Aptos ranked 22. That's up 11+%. You'll love to see it, man. We called it yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw the Bitcoin video I put out yesterday, that this could be it. We could be getting ready to shake loose. And I said this week we could even go up and maybe set all-time highs. Well, this is a good start. Definitely a good start. Getting off on the right foot. And, man, so many things happening simultaneously, right now as catalyst for Bitcoin. As Bitcoin dominance, by the way, has basically hit 60%. This is the first time since April 2021 we have seen Bitcoin dominance this high. So it is clearly Bitcoin season right now. Eventually, these altcoins are going to get their love too. But right now, it's all about Bitcoin. ETF inflows are skyrocketing. I mean, how about ETFs for Bitcoin? All the analysts, when Bitcoin ETFs went live, were just terribly wrong. I mean, they just missed the boat completely. And we have seen, arguably the most successful ETF launch ever. I mean, this is something insane that we're witnessing right now, guys. Man, we've got an election coming up. I mean, there's just so many things to talk about. And then shortly after the election, we've got the Fed's upcoming Federal Open Market Committee meeting, which we're expected to see another potential 25 basis point rate cut. Obviously, if this happens, it could inject fresh liquidity into the market, keeping Bitcoin's upward momentum going strong. So, man, what a time to be in crypto, guys. What a time to be here. Pat yourself on the back for hanging in there during the darkest times, man, because it was not easy. If you were here back in 2022, 2021, it was not easy to stay in the markets. But, man, aren't we glad we did? That's for sure. Paid, what's going on, man? Good morning to you.
Yo, GM, eating a little breakfast. Zach, hope you're doing well. Guys, Zach from Subway's not in the room yet, but it is his birthday. So when he comes in the room, make fun of him a little bit. But, yeah, market's looking great. Yo, Zach, how about that Cardano post you made?
Going viral, bro.
Engagement you got almost ever. That shit is crazy.
It's not the most, but yeah, I'm cracking. I'm working on my X posts, man. I'm working on. Well, I want to create more high value content, so I've been doing some more threads. I've posted 3 threads, man, and my Brett thread crushed it. My Cardano thread crushed it, and then my Caspa thread crushed it. I just posted a new one on Sui too, so I'm gonna be doing some more like kind of deep dives into threads and things like that. But yeah, the Cardano community definitely showed up and showed out on that post, man. And thanks for getting it out there. I know you helped push that out there to some of the Cardano folks too, man.
Yeah, we did space with them. I mean, 250 retweets, 1,500 likes on that. We got to do something for Cardano. We got to get the space going at some point, maybe next week.
I'm down, bro. Yeah, let's definitely do. I mean, I know you got some good connections over there too. And see, this is what it's all about. People coming together, putting together great spaces. We've had 2 awesome Caspa spaces. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, why not? Let's do some deep dives into some ecosystems. I think we'll do one on Sui too. I've got some people lined up that are definitely willing to come in and speak on Sui. I think that would be a great one right now because, it's hot. Everybody's talking about it. It's kind of, next one up. Everybody's talking about the narrative. Is this the next Solana? That type of stuff. So we'll definitely get that. But guys, if you're in the room and you haven't shared it, what the hell are you doing? Share the damn room. It's totally free. Drop a comment. I see a 6 down there on the comments. That needs to be 60 very quickly, okay? 60. So drop your comments. What are your thoughts right now on the market? What's going on with Bitcoin? How do you feel? Give me some comments. Give the space some love, all right? We need some hugs. We need some kisses right now on the space.
What the fuck?
That was kind of weird. I don't know. It just kind of rolled off the. I don't know. We need some loving. All right?
Did you see Mars in the room?
Yo. Chill.
On the serious note, though, volume up 62% over the overall market right now. Total market cap of cryptocurrency is 2.4 trillion, up 3%. That volume speaks a lot, though. 62% up. Whoa. Things are moving.
Yeah, man. I mean, the ETF inflows. I just put a video out actually right before we went live, man. And we can get into this a little bit, man. But there were so many people who were like against the ETFs. I remember when they were first coming out, so many people were against the ETFs. And I get it from a couple different angles. The big one was, oh, this is going to ruin Bitcoin. It's going to, take away from the decentralized nature. And like, I hear that, but like, I don't really care. Like, are your bags pumping? Did we set a new all-time high when ETFs came out? Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, so just own Bitcoin however the hell you want to. You want to go through your trusted broker? Have at it. You want to hold Bitcoin in your own, in your own, you want to hold your keys? Have at it. You know, I was not a big fan of that whole narrative. And I mean, there's no doubt that ETFs are helping us tremendously here. But man, Bitcoin futures set record highs as well with the surge to 71,000. So there's just a ton of demand right now, ton of interest, and a ton of things to be bullish about. That's for sure.
And
So yeah,
Zach, real quick, I have a question. Have you seen? Do you think retail is slowly starting to wake up now?
I think so. I mean, slowly but surely. And I think once we get past the election, we'll have that pass us because a lot of the eyes are just there right now. But yeah, man, eventually we're gonna reach that point. You know, we have the Fed cutting rates. I think it's just a matter of time until people have a little spare change in their pockets. But yeah, I think retail is opening up a little bit. I haven't looked at Google Trends data. That's usually like one of my best gauges for retail interest. Just how many people are searching Bitcoin and crypto. Just those two terms in general are really, where to start. But that is something I check into quite a bit. I can actually look at it because we are live right now. Let's see here. Let's see if it's ramped up a little bit. I'll check the Google Trends data right now. Let's see. Bitcoin. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, we've definitely ramped up a little bit since yesterday we had a big surge, which makes sense. That's just in the United States. Let's go worldwide. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the past day. Let's take a look at the past 30. Yeah, we're on a little upward swing in the last 30. And this is just basically how many people are searching it, right? And it's a good barometer because if people are searching it, they're interested in it. And then, the next step is buying, But it's nowhere near where we were back in March. So that's good. That's good. But we are on an upward swing for sure. From October 20th to the 26th, we have seen a definite surge in just the search term Bitcoin. So, yeah, man. I mean, I think slowly but surely it's going to happen for us. And best part about it is we're sitting here. I hope most of our bags are already packed, ready to go. But let's get Larry in here. We're gonna jump over to Catalorian here in a bit. They are a sponsor today. We'll talk a little bit about what they got cooking up. I see Crypto Bees here as well on behalf of the Catalorian community. So shout out to them, guys. Give them a follow. Hop in their TG, see what they got cooking up. But Larry, man, what's going on with this Bitcoin move, man? All-time highs coming.
Man, you just had to see what BRICS reinforced with and with the Chinese market. I mean, everyone's going to buy up Bitcoin now on the retail supply side because of all of the mining that's going to come in. And again, we have Chinese market coming back. That's a billion old new users coming back into the market. So,
and Larry, real quick,
it's a no-brainer.
Real quick, I don't mean to cut you off, but you just said something. I forgot to mention this at the top, and then I want to go right back to you. Russia is opening up Bitcoin mining again on November 1st.
Yep. And, like I said, BRICS usually follows BRICS. So, the Chinese announcement came before the Russian authorities had said that they were going to, allow Bitcoin mining to go live again. And they're going to dedicate, and this is the other bullish thing is they never allotted their excess nuclear or their diesel and their geothermal plants. That's all going back online. They're going to dedicate a lot of those resources to bring the diaspora back to Russia. And so, again, that's a part of the agenda anyways. It's good for the markets, but they're just, weaponizing Bitcoin and especially stables against the leverage of the petrodollar. And that's going to continue to happen. And what you see inversely is Asian market, like Bhutan hit 1 billion in holdings of Bitcoin yesterday, unofficially, but they've been over 1 billion for a long time. And, this list of who actually holds the most Bitcoin is really inaccurate because it doesn't really explain the amount of dormant Bitcoin that China has confiscated and just sit in cold storage that they're going to pour back into the market. So it's really bullish news. Another country that has large reserves is Russia, as we know, and then some of the other main actors on OPEC are going to start releasing their dormant wallets. But China has the largest surplus of Bitcoin, and that's something you're going to have to watch for them, leveraging against with BRICS against the OPEC dollar and the U.S. dollar itself. And we heard a little bit about this investigation in the Tether, and then it kind of went away. Again, no, there's no double jeopardy. They can inquire and say that they're going to inquire about making, some new problems for Tether, but there's, the case law said they had made the agreement that there's no double jeopardy, So,
Yeah, man. And so I was just reading this morning too that these ETFs in the United States now hold 977,000 Bitcoin. That's valued at approximately $67.4 billion. So they are nearing about 5% of Bitcoin's total market cap, which is pretty insane.
Crazy, right? But can you think that a single nation like Bhutan holds 1 billion in Bitcoin now? Zach, that's crazy, and they've been mining, pretty steadily for a long time. They have one of the largest hydro mining operations in Asia Pacific outside of China. Well, it's going to be China again soon, but we talk about Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, and we talk about Inner Mongolia, Outer Mongolia for mining, and some of the other stands. But Bhutan has really pumped their mining capacity up, like I think 1,000% since their hydropower with India went online live. So that's the thing that most people don't know too, is that India diverted power with Bhutan, and they have a co-op, much like what China did with Ethiopia on their new hydropower initiative. So two large new hydropower initiatives in 3 months or within the last year, just for DeFi, just for crypto, just for POW. It's never, they've never cared that much for infrastructure improvement for human beings since, the last industrial revolution after World War II, to improve infrastructure for people. But you get two new mines or two new hydropower plants. Then also you get two new nuclear plants, one in Dubai, and I guess I'll drop some alpha later as soon as I get some permission. Another nuclear plant's going live. But of course, the Emirates just built their new nuclear power plant just for containerized BTC, Litecoin, and now Caspa mining. So, that's the other thing. Yeah, the Emirates mining, most of the Emirates miners are starting to diversify. And then, Zach, I got some big news. I'm going to get a special guest on here from Litecoin Foundation, probably within the next week or so, to talk about the new LRC20 and their ecosystem and their ETF. People forget that before Casper was around, that Litecoin was supposed to be the answer, and it meets all the regulatory and compliance. So it's not just Bitcoin itself; it's the rest of POW mining as a whole. It's really, 1,000% back in the limelight. That was the major catalyst that started, DeFi to begin with. We couldn't have had any of what we had without, both utility and then of course mining. And mining is really going to redrive the narrative now. Look at, again, you just see what Binance is doing to be compliant to come back to the West. And it's just a writing on the wall. They're the largest private holder of Bitcoin outside of the nation states like China, Bhutan, the U.S., and Russia. So, and you're going to have commoditized Bitcoin products coming out of BRICS soon on BRICS So that's another thing I mentioned here before, is BRICS Pay is online, and they are on a blockchain. People had speculated that they weren't, but they're definitely on a blockchain. And why have so much Bitcoin to leverage and to have a hedge on the rest of their holdings, besides all the commodities? Because BRICS is commodities rich, both in oil and precious metals. So soon you're going to see all of these hybrid tokens coming out. Like we said, it's going to be the vehicle for all of these, abbreviated and synthetic hybrid products based on, RWAs and Bitcoin and the other hyperdeflationary foundational tokens. So people are sleeping on Ethereum. Ethereum is going to come back. It has to, because again, it's the highway. Solana is going to do its own thing. Solana is going to, you kind of convinced me maybe last month, but now I'm convinced Solana is going to stick around as a casino. It may not stick around as the utility anymore, but it definitely will be the casino token, much like BNB was in the last bull run. And then BNB is going to come back as a utility, as a main utility, or again, another foundational token like it had on the backside of BTC, how it got its start. So there's a lot to unpack. And then we have all these privateers, like we have XRP, of course. We have Sony doing big things on the entertainment and gaming end. There's just a lot to unwrap right now. So it's an exciting time.
100%, bro. I can't wait to get the member of the Litecoin Foundation on here too. That'll be epic, man.
Yeah.
That'll be epic. I
Get him
appreciate
on here,
that.
bro. Next week.
Let's
for
go.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
you know,
haven't-
we
Go ahead,
talked
sir.
about yesterday. You mentioned Solana. Did you see the disparity between the DEX volume on
Yeah.
Solana compared to Ethereum? It's insane.
Man, 60% of the total total flexible liquidity in the market was in Solana for several days last week. Not just
Wild.
talking about not just Ethereum, I mean just everywhere. It just sucked the whole market dry. It's like people want to gamble right now. And it's okay. I mean, I guess it's better than not having adaptation. But the craziest thing about Solana is if you look at, you would think like maybe gaming or maybe like some of the other chains would be the main, like the gateway drug, right? Not, it's Solana, man. It's crazy. Solana has brought in 30% inflows of the new liquidity providers in the space. So all of these metrics are kind of staggering to me. I had to process so much, and I'm sure, and you've even pumping out video after video, processing all the new meta, because this is unlike any correction or start of the bull we've ever had. We never had this much volume come back on BTC and on another chain at the same time, and have memes take up so much of the flexible liquidity in the market right now.
Do you think it's a lot of it is like the institutional side is pumping Bitcoin and the retail side is pumping things like Solana and Dogecoin and all the meme coins that we've been seeing pump?
To be honest, you just look at the inflows on Bitcoin and Solana taking turns, right? And then they bump back to Ethereum. It really is this institutions pumping, memes through either VCs or shelter investment apparatus, and then going back to Bitcoin. And they're arbing because you can see the pattern. They'll take heavy inflows of flexible short-term liquidity off of memes, and then you'll see heavy buying volume on Bitcoin and the other foundationals. So I think it's both, Zach, to be honest. And then you have, because of that, you have a lot of retail consumption back in the market. And that's been regular. You can see that because of just if you look at the time periods between transition between, like for example, on Solana, or when like BNB pumps, they're correlated outside of BTC, and then BTC pumps, and then they correlate back to DCA into, and you're not seeing like 5 or 6% pumps. Like today on Sui and on some of the memes, we've seen 16, 20% pumps, and usually that doesn't happen, but to one or two protocols, but it's been across the board, even without major stimulus. We're still in a situation of limbo right now where we don't have any, we were at, if we looked at Poly Market, we were at 50 or 60% approval rate for Trump and 30 or 40% on Kamala. And then now mass media or popular media says that Kamala has an advantage over Donald Trump, although that's not surveyed. They just came up with that figure. So even with that uncertainty, the market is still driving itself based on its own laurels. And we've had quite a bit of bad things happen, but again, the market's staying resilient. With that FBI bust and continued operations on both market makers and exchanges, and said protocols that are engaging in the wash trading along with, it hasn't phased much of the market growth. And and some of those protocols that are on that, you know. So
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's insane. Really, when we look at it, man, it's the market
it's
is
good though.
it's good.
You know,
Yeah, it's good.
it's like the wild west again of the like the middle half of the last bull run is what it reminds me of. But it doesn't seem like it, but the volume is much higher. It's just in chunks though, because what we have now is many more people back into DeFi. You know, because a lot of I think about 30 or 40% of old or overexposed LP don't have as much capital or buying power. So this is coming a lot from the retail side and also from the conglomerates, you know, that have different apparatus to invest into, like different cabals, etc. The cabals are still there no matter which way we look at it. But the one thing that I do see, Zach, is there are far fewer rug pulls than there used to be because of the nature of the market and policy right now. If we compare this time of the market compared to the last bull run, it's almost like we had 3 or 4, 5, 6, 10 rug pulls a week. That's not happening now. Now we just see attrition on the charts and protocols pushing back, going down, coming back. The disparity of tokens going to zero are far less than they were before, and I get that metrics from my security company. You know, that's also an interesting metric. It's bad for my business, but I'm happy for the space. You know, that people are using more common sense, and project owners and devs are trying to be more responsible. They know that there's other ways that they can, I guess, create capital when they need it. So,
Yeah. No, it's good stuff, man. I want to get down to Mar, and then we'll get over to Catalorian, one of our main sponsors today. I'm taking a look at the Catalorian chart, loving it. Up about 12% to start. So we'll get over to them here right after Mar. But Mar, what's going on, man? What's on your mind this morning, brother?
What's up, Zach? What's up? Well, Zach, the other Zach is not here. Good. Paid everyone.
what do you mean good?
Yeah, man, the thing is, I'm trying not to look at the phone too much because it's messing up my fucking vision, guys. Stay away from looking at these phones. You know, if you're on the phone for a while, it'll fuck up your vision. Yeah, I want to get to Bitcoin, but Zach, I do have to say something real quick. All right. I had this issue yesterday with someone on X, on Telegram. Guys, and this is a scam, but people don't understand how they're doing it. Sometimes you're going to get a like from a pretty girl on X. You know, you're going to see she's perfect. And the problem that people are falling for this shit is because they got the blue check mark, okay? So they're like, oh, they're legit. And they're going to try to get you into a scam of investing your stable coins into a DApp and staking them and all this bullshit to make a incredible passive income. Be careful, because you see the blue check, but if you go to images, okay, if you go to images and you scroll down, you're gonna see the images only like 2 weeks old, 1 month old the most, and then you're gonna say, but this account has been around for like 7-10 years. The reason you only see like images for like 3 months old is because the scammer keeps erasing everything and keeps doing a new X, but with the blue check mark, and you think they're legit, and they add new pictures of any model, pretty girl, and stuff like. They're really, just be careful, guys. Just be careful. And now with AI, shit, they'll even talk to you and sound like a woman. So just be careful. I had a friend that almost got scammed, on X, like a few days ago with the shit. They're like, Mar, but they got the blue check. They've been on X for this, for years. I'm like, no, dude, they erase everything and they redo a whole profile and then they move on. So just be careful, guys. I've seen people get scammed before on X with these, profiles and pretty girls. But yeah, man. Other than that, Zach, I'm gonna go. I see things different. Sometimes people think I'm crazy, which I am kind of fucked up in the head, but I'm also smart. Thank you, Larry. But I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I see it in my dreams. I see it in reality. And I'm about to say something, man, and people might think I'm crazy. Do you ever sit back, Zach or Larry, and think that Bitcoin is the enemy? It gets to a point that it's just too much abuse already, too much control of the market. I mean, Bitcoin gets to 100, 150K, and what? What's happening to the altcoins? Are people trusting the altcoins? Is the trust only now just on Bitcoin? And can we even say there's not even that much trust in Ethereum? Is Bitcoin separating itself, especially with the ETFs, so much from crypto that it's now just a fucking stock and it's just our enemy, or it's nothing to the crypto space anymore? I used to get excited, man, when Bitcoin will pump. I really don't get that excited anymore, man. I really don't. And it's not because the odds are not, it's just, the talk in the streets, it's just Bitcoin, 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 It's just, I think back in 2021, the odds had a huge pump because everyone wanted the next Bitcoin. And I think now people are just realizing there's nothing but Bitcoin, except for us that, with a hardcore crypto, believers, and we're here and we study all these projects like Caspa, which was in red yesterday, by the way, the only coin that was in red yesterday. And there was another one, but nobody even know what the fuck that is. But I don't know, man. Does it get to the point that just Bitcoin is just, I don't want to say not good for crypto, but not good for the space, And second, Larry or Zach, when does it get to the point, which I think we're closer than we imagine? There are people that say maybe 500K. There's other people that say 300K. I think we're closer to the point where Bitcoin becomes a slow mover, that it's not going to have crazy pumps anymore. It's not going to have crazy dumps anymore, of course, What's the price? When do you see that just becoming basically a stock, And that's why I say I think at the end this thing could become our enemy in the crypto space, But
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
my take on Bitcoin. I'm starting to hate it. Put it out. I'm starting to not like it. I
well,
don't want to say the word hate.
a few things here. I think it's a lot of interesting points. So, I mean, just naturally over time, we're going to get diminishing returns. That's just math. You know what I mean? So, as something gets bigger in market cap, it's going to be harder for it to 2x and 3x and 4x. But in the same breath, how many people are still on the sidelines that aren't in Bitcoin yet? You know what I mean? And if what Larry said, about some of the countries out there, especially countries, developing countries like El Salvador, people are paying attention. I mean, look what that's done to El Salvador in a very short amount of time. I mean, the way that they performed against inflation versus every other country, it's all because of Bitcoin. So, I mean, yeah, over time we're going to get diminishing returns, but again, in the same breath, there's a lot of retail, there's a lot of institutions. I mean, so, I still think when we hear Bitcoin going to be $1 million someday, I think it will. So will it take a little bit longer to get there because it's getting bigger and bigger over time? Yeah. But I mean, I will take your point on this. The altcoin market is definitely watered down, but you still have fucking meme coins, Mar, creating millionaires overnight. It's just, you know what I mean? So you still have people, I mean, look at Pepe really recently. I mean, and how many millionaires that printed. Look at Whiff, look at Bonk, so I think it's just changing. And I don't think you can necessarily throw darts at any meme or any altcoin and just make a bunch of money. I think you got to be strategic. I mean, so like you look at Caspa over the last couple of years, that's been a great pick. But if you had your money in Polkadot, not so much. You look at Sui, that's a great play over the past, whatever time frame you want to look at. If you had your money in Cardano, not so much. You know what I mean? And I like Cardano. I still hold a ton, and God willing, it comes back. But you know what I mean? It's changing. It's being watered down a little bit. And I think with any new market, over time it's going to consolidate. Think about this. Think about the .com boom, right? You had all these crazy ICOs, you had tons, but there was a lot of money to be made there. A lot of those companies don't exist anymore, but there's still a lot of money to be made in the short term. That's kind of, I think, where we are in crypto right now, right? It's kind of evolving, it's changing, and eventually you're going to have way more, I think, mergers and acquisitions. You know, you're going to have the big dogs. You know, let's say Ethereum ends up being a big dog and Solana ends up being a big dog. They're going to start swallowing up some of these smaller market cap cryptos, right? Oh, this layer one over there, they're cute. That's cute, and they do this cool little thing over there. You know, okay, we'll buy you out. I mean, look at every industry. Facebook does it all the time. Oh, Snapchat, that's cool. You guys got stories now? Okay, well, we're just going to do that. Fuck you. You know, we'll do it better. We're bigger. You know what I mean? So it's the same shit in crypto, and I think we're on the cusp of that, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Just wanted to jump in on Bitcoin here as well, and I didn't hear Larry speak about it. I don't know if he's still on stage, but don't forget that Bitcoin is also, they have runes now, right? And they do have meme coins that are just getting started. Like if you check out on Magic Eden, you'll see a bunch of runes. And at Catalorian, we actually etched runes, our meme on runes as a future product, because we all believe that if Bitcoin does hit 1 million, those memes are going to skyrocket. Because as you said, Mar, like it might be a little bit boring at times because Bitcoin was the first mover originally, and obviously it's the king of all crypto. And over time, those gains will slow down. But we're like that. Those people that just like Bitcoin and those OG maxis call them, they're going to want to gamble a little bit, and that might funnel into Bitcoin meme coins like runes and really create a movement on that chain as well. Right?
No, and Kat, I don't know if you were in the space here yesterday, but I bought bitmaps. I bought bitmaps around $29-30. I'm a big fan of bitmaps. You know, it's just one thing I do want to say. You know what we need? We need a coin to step up and give Bitcoin a run. So, because what would that do? That will open up the eyes more to those people again, like, oh, there's something out there that could be as good as Bitcoin, and then they'll start going down the list. You get what I'm saying, Zach? It's about time someone comes out and gives a run. It doesn't mean they'll even get halfway there, but a real run. I mean, Ethereum's just stuck, you know? But a real run to Bitcoin. We need, look, it might not be, it's not going to be now, maybe 5 years from now, but we need that one project that will, you know, or something that will open up and people start saying, okay, because there's so many people got hit hard, man, back in 2021, with utility getting ripped off, that a lot of people have lost, and that's why they're in meme coins, because they're like, fuck it, this is all about community. It's a gamble, you know, it's an investment, but it's a gamble. And fuck it, I got nothing. It's just community. I don't need to hear about utility. We're gonna change the world and this and that. It's easy. Community. We get together. We push it together on X, Telegram. I mean, everywhere. You know, social media. But that's. I think that's the next huge move. If something will come and give it a run on, you know, to BTC, especially when it starts going down on its off season. You know. But yeah, man, that's my take. I hold a Bitcoin. I hold a Bitcoin share. I wanted to get to $1 million, but I love this space. I want to see other stuff like get out there, you know. And I see it now, like really, even Kaspa, and I think it's great. People are like, nah, Bitcoin. Not even Ethereum. People don't even give a shit about Ethereum.
I think.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday to Zach from Subway.
Yes,
it's
yes.
his 50th birthday. But the good news is, Zach, don't worry, you still got 30 more to go to reach Postman.
I love it. Yeah, I want to go back to Catalorian here in a minute because was raising some really good points, but I know Zach wants to get in here. Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you. I gave
Happy
you guys,
birthday, Zach.
I gave you guys 71,000 Bitcoin. So fuck off. Thank you. Yeah, it's my birthday. Things are pumping. I think to Mars' point, I think Solana is going to be the next one. Honestly, I think it's going to give Ethereum run for its money because of lower gas fees. I know it's a crazy chain, but that thing's moving. I think it's things are shifting. 2025, 100%. There's going to be new players. But anyone see the MAGA hit 120 million this morning?
Saw that, bro. Yeah.
That. Yeah, it's retracing back, but don't fade the Trump shit right now. I mean, this is time to make money, political stuff. It's definitely a gamble, 50-50 after the election, whether it runs or dumps. But, you know, Bitcoin is moving. I always take my profits, put them back into Bitcoin, Ethereum, the top stuff, the ETF stuff. I know Mars right. Ethereum isn't really moving, but I saw a new update from Vitalik. Hopefully that changes, you know, lower the gas fees. If he lowers the gas fees dramatically, I think no one can outbeat Ethereum based on market cap liquidity. But he's got to do something, or a new player will come in, and I think that might be Solana. But I'm pretty bullish. Woke up this morning, realized I was 40. I'm an old person, and Bitcoin's almost at 72K. So thank you, Zach. October, I told you it was coming. I think I was said that the other day. A big pump's coming, and it's happening. So, you know, take your profits, put in some into stables, top plays, and find that next gem, which I'm still looking for. Things are moving. I'm watching all the Trump stuff. That Trump 47, I got it on ETH, but I missed the Solana one. You don't know anymore. They're launching this shit on every chain, all these projects. So it's hard to catch the right one now. Things are definitely getting difficult and more saturated. So you just got to invest properly, not financial advice. But yeah, thank you for the happy birthday. I'm going to shut up now and enjoy the space like always.
Love it, bro. Yeah, I'm loving Solana too. I hear you. And I think ETH's going to have its day too. And I think it's, you know, there's a lot of new layer ones, and people love the new shiny object. I mean, like Solana was last cycle. You know, Sui could be that this cycle. But Solana's still going to do well. Speaking of Solana, there's an AI project. I've talked about it many times before here on this channel. They're up 18% right now. TARS AI, $82 million market cap. Guys, love this play. It's one of the only freaking private investments I've made this year where I've actually made some damn money. So it's my baby right now. It needs to go to freaking, you know, $1 billion market cap, because all the money I put into VC cryptos should have went into fucking meme coins, and I'd be rich already.
Here we go.
All right, never mind.
Zach,
I don't want to get too far down the road on that, but it still pisses me off, in case you haven't realized.
Zach, and real quick, going, you know, out of Bitcoin. Look, I was in a space yesterday of Gary Cardone, and he, you know, he's got his maxis there of Bitcoin maxis, which I fucking hate. But you know, when I met Gary, I was going into his spaces like a year ago. I mean, he didn't have that many followers. You know, the spaces were smaller, but still, I knew he was going to get big because his brother, Grant Cardone, and who he is too. Anyways, he was on you could see him. It's all big. The guy was a maxi, but he wouldn't call him a Bitcoin maxi. But he's a smart man, and you could see little by little, he started like talking a little bit more about, I think XRP. So like he started giving in, and yesterday he admitted that he put close to $100,000 a few months ago on Dogecoin, and he's like, "This is a winner." He goes, "I'm betting on Doge and Elon." You know, so it's good to see the guy. It's good to see this, him and others, that you can see that they started, with Bitcoin. They were a little bit maxi, but now they're realizing, wait, at the end, I'm an investor. There's money to be made in this industry, you know. And he said, man, I closed this pension I had, I don't know what, and I put all that money on Dogecoin. And they still ate him alive in the space, the maxis. Oh, wow, you could have bought a big. I'm like, no, dude. And he tries, and there's no way of getting into these people's head and making them change their mind. I've tried it before. It's a waste of time, you know. But it's you know, it's great to see Cardone that, he started with Bitcoin. That got him in, you know, and then little by little started realizing, you know, wait, there's great assets out there too, you know.
Yeah, bro. I mean, think about this. Bitcoin the last year, okay, over the last year, Bitcoin's up 108%. It's great. And we don't think of Dogecoin as really doing much, but in the last year, Dogecoin's up 144%. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's a top 10 crypto too. It's pretty solidified. If you're in crypto, you kind of look at Doge as it's not going anywhere. 144% versus 108%. Might not sound like, you know, crazy difference, but when you're putting, you know, Cardone money in there, you know, that 30% is a little different. Catalorian, go ahead, man.
Yeah, look, I think this is a great segue to actually introduce Catalorian on your show today. I know Crypto B's been on before, but speaking to Zach's point, we really think ETH is going to have its moment. And with Vitalik potentially decreasing gas fees, that might bring some of the Solana crowd back to ETH and back to meme coins. Like, we really feel meme coins and community will drive the next push on ETH. And Catalorian is on ETH. We are minted there shortly after Elon Musk's tweet. And I'll actually let Crypto B go into the history of that. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that point, Mars, like, and Zach. ETH really needs its shining moment, and being in the space a long time personally, and this is technical room, I've been in Bitcoin mining. I've been in Bitcoin since 2012. I'd say, Mars, I used to be a maxi, but now I'm a venture capitalist at heart, and I want to be in projects for the long term, to your point, Zach. Like, let's find meme coins and stick with them and ride them out. None of this like gambling on Solana for a quick flip, right? Like, that's Catalorian here is building tools for the future, and I'll let Crypto B go into what we released yesterday. We actually released a AAA movie trailer series for Elon Musk, and you can see that in our pinned tweet. It's just phenomenal. We spent 30 plus days building this trailer, and we're going to tie in some AI tools as well. We secured Catalorian.ai, and we've been approved for Grok AI developer tools, and I'll get into that at the end of the show. But maybe Crypto B, I could pass it over to you, and you could kind of give the introduction to Catalorian and how our community takeover formed.
Oh yeah, thanks by the way for that, and Zach, thank you for bringing us back up on your show. So I just want to get into the history. So, about 40 days ago, 40 plus days ago, Elon Musk did something he never did before. He actually tweeted and prompted Grok, a new TV series, generate a self-defense space cat with text Catalorian. And he responded to that post with the actual Catalorian meme. And we never seen Elon do something like this. So we know a lot of times people make tokens just off of, Elon Musk. He'll say a couple words or something, or say something, then people will make a meme. But he actually made a cat meme. And it's kind of eerie because around the time, like, everybody knows there never been a cat meme to go to multi-billions and do what, like, Doge and SHIB did, or that never happened. And we've been seeing a lot of the tier one centralized exchanges teasing and making posts and tweets about, cats, and, they're looking for cats, because everybody know that the dogs been ruling, the dogs do what they do. So we just when I seen that post, I aped in. A lot of people aped in, but unfortunately, the dev, I guess he didn't see the profoundness of the tweet, and he just saw it as an opportunity to farm. And it was like 10 to 15 million in volume. He wouldn't let us go past 2 million. So a few people, the next day, we seen the narrative and we refused to let it die. So we just made our own TG, just, once the dev was like fully out. And we all know how it goes with the CTOs, and, the dev dumps, and then, the people take it over, and, it's hard, people struggle. But what really just jump-started and ignited everybody in this CTO was the moment when Binance listed Nero CTO, and everybody's seen the whole Nero drama. Everybody's seen all the people that was attacking Bubble Maps for exposing the other Nero for dumping millions of dollars on their community and on the people. So when Binance did that, that just gave a lot of us hope on this CTO that communities can actually beat, these what we would call cabals. So that's like the main driver of this whole CTO movement. And what happened was, we went all the way from 211K because the dev just dumped on us like that. And we were able to bring it up to an all-time high around 7.8 million. And now for the past 20 something odd days, we've been just ranging anywhere from 3 to 4 million. So that just shows the resiliency and strength of the community, their conviction and their belief. But that's the origin. So once that happened, a lot of we started just to see a lot of Nero CTO whales started to accumulate Catalorian. And our top, if you go through our top 20 holders, you'll see that these Nero CTO whales is holding millions, if not, and also hundreds of thousands worth of Nero. And they also are, holding Catalorian. And our new top holder just recently accumulated over $100,000 worth of Catalorian, and he's also the top holder, holding over $2 million in Department of Government Efficiency. So that's probably nothing, most likely something, but at this, we see these as the two strongest Elon narratives, and us being a pure meme, and it's a cat, and it has the AI, because Elon is a billionaire, and he did use his AI, Grok AI, to generate this meme, because we've seen that with like GOAT and, all these other AI tokens. But that's just the overview of just how the CTO got started and what really motivated us to just keep going and keep grinding. If you want to, chime in as far as the developments, or the teaser trailer or the AI, you can.
Yeah, look, thanks for that, Crypto Via's great introduction. I also want to introduce OG Catalorian. He has been working with our AAA animator for the last 30 plus days. He's the man behind the scenes, and he'll introduce the trailer for us here.
Hi, yeah. It's been a really fun experience. And I want to touch on one thing before I get into the trailer. A part of this beginning story for us, right, was the original sniper wallets, and I want to confirm that all of those wallets are gone. All the cabal, everyone that was keeping us down, is completely gone. They're out of our token. They don't exist anymore. So that's why we're not being kept down any longer. So in the words of crypto, this contract is safe. You know what I mean? All the warnings are gone. So that's a phenomenal thing for us. It makes us really excited. We finally beat that. We flipped 2 other cabals that were fighting against us as well. And we intend to keep doing that against evil. But anyway, I'll get into the trailer. So for the past 30 days, I've been working pretty in depth with this guy. He's had 15 years of experience in the field of animation. He makes 4K AAA HD quality animations, and when you watch our trailer, you'll see a really good example of that. And I want to stress that this is just a teaser trailer, right? And it's phenomenal quality, but he can do even better. He made this teaser trailer in record time for his studio, because we gave him a deadline. We had to have it out to our community, who was very eager to see it, and we wanted the best of the best. So we told him do his best work, and he was very excited because Elon was involved. He wanted to get in front of Elon just like us, because he supports what Elon stands for, for the people, by the people, and all the morally correct standpoints that he stands for. But anyway, so the trailer, right, when you watch it, you'll see a couple different things. He did some research about Elon himself. There's a scene in it where our Catalorian is introduced. He's actually prompting it on the screen through Grok and 4K HD quality. And when he does that, a sort of portal starts to open up and the room shakes, and this big glass thing falls and behind him. It's like a statue. And he just looks at it and it says, "Oh, damn," and turns back to his computer. Just like, it's so Elon. He did his deep research on Elon, all his mannerisms. Like, he wouldn't care, you know? He'd be like, "Oh, wow, crazy. Okay, back to work." But there's also certain scenes in there, including the Department of Government Efficiency. We have that on top of his house because we do support that as a real government entity. And we do like that other coin. So yeah, we wanted to include that in our story because throughout this story, we want to tell the story of the cabal, right? It's not just crypto, it's the world. It's ancient. It's beyond even our time. We want to tell the ancient histories of the cabal. We want to tell the current histories of the cabal, and we want to tell the future of how we're going to beat it in every way possible, not just crypto. So yeah. And I do want to turn this story right into the next Star Wars level TV series. Like, this is going to be years worth of work. It's not just going to be a couple months. It's not just going to be a year. It's going to be years. We're a lifetime brand. We will have toys. We will have cartoons. We will have animated AI stuff. We will have live actions. We're not going to stop. We paid $4,000 for a teaser trailer. And we paid for 30 seconds, but we got a minute because the animator was so hyped about it. So yeah, you're gonna love watching that. It's really amazing. And there's also lore that we dropped under the trailer that I have personally wrote myself. I write lore for this every day. And I'll also be releasing an audiobook so you can listen to lore with the what's it called? Visuals in the background on like YouTube. You'll be able to see visual representations of what we want to put in the series while you listen to it. And it's actually a really cool voice reading it. It's like an Morgan Freeman AI voice. So that's going to be really cool.
Love it, man. Appreciate that from all you guys. Great stuff. I mean, it's I just made a post. It's up in the nest, guys. Maybe a couple scrolls over. Make sure you guys go smash that post, get it out there, and you know, just listening to all three of you guys. I mean, you guys are building something that is built to last, and I think people are going to gravitate toward that. Obviously, it's not just a quick flip. I mean, that's part of it. You know, that's part of the whole meme coin, you know, aura, I guess. But then you also have, you know, people who do it different that are trying to actually build something sustainable. And it sounds like you guys are exactly, you know, doing that. Zach Pade, my co-host, do you guys have anything for Catalorian Group?
I'm very excited to check it out, honestly. I'm ready to ape a bag. So I'm going to do my research. I've been kind of crazy because of my birthday and stuff, but I definitely want to look into the project. I appreciate everything they're doing, and it's great to have you guys on the show. Mad respect.
Yeah, thanks for those comments, Zach. It means a lot, and obviously thanks for having us on as well. Just want to wrap up, like, again, like, thanks for having us on, and like we were talking about earlier, like, we're really community focused. We feel like as the meme grows, the community grows, more tools come out down the road. Obviously it's meme right now, but people will expect utility to come out of these memes, and I think the strongest communities will build these tools. And as I mentioned before, like, we are going to release some AI tools. Like, we were literally created from Grok AI, right? So we felt it was necessary to bring on a structural architect. So we actually have two guys on our team now just building out these tools that we will release some surprises this week. So stay tuned for those. They'll be pretty exciting, and hopefully we can catch some of that AI momentum as well.
Love it, man. Chart looks great too. Chart looks really good, sitting at right around 3.5 mil right now. Been in a nice uptrend since the beginning of October. Looks like you guys came, you know, down and right around like 2.5 mil since that time frame, building up nicely. Had a nice little pop in the price in mid-October, and building back up here these last 3-4 days. So Could be a good time to check them out, guys. Hop into their TG. You guys know the drill. It's not financial advice. I can't tell you what to do. We're all grown adults, but this is what this platform's all about, to bring you gems, to bring you insights. And now it's on you. Hop in their Telegram, get on their X page, get involved in the community, see if it's something that you find appealing. One thing I really like is that volume. That volume number is really, really strong. And that's hard to do, guys. When you're out for a month, month and a half, and you still have volume over 300K daily, that is hard to do. And so, I think that speaks to, the fact that Catalorian's built to last. So those are some of the things that jump out at me. Couple centralized exchanges, but best place is Uniswap, in my opinion, right? I think you guys would say the same.
I have a question.
Yeah, Paige, go ahead.
When are you going to have Zach, and myself in episode 2 or 3? What's happening? How do we get in? What's going on here?
Oh, that's a great question.
That'd be dope.
Do you know your AI tools well?
Yeah, it's pretty okay.
You gotta talk to our man OG Catalorian here. He'll put you in as a special guest.
Yeah.
See, there we go.
So yeah, I've actually done a few open-ended offers, right? So we don't know exactly where different projects and people will end up in the series, but we do want to encompass crypto into this series, like different tokens, different leaders of the industry. We want to. So if you ever watched Star Wars, if you ever watched Mandalorian, if you ever watched Star Trek, they have different currencies on different planets. So what does that mean for what we can do? We can turn those currencies into different crypto projects that want to partner with us. We can turn the leaders of those planets into the people that are the leaders of the industry. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely talk to me, and we can come up with some ideas.
Yeah, like put me on a yacht somewhere, and then Zach's hiking Mount Fuji or something, and then Zach from the subway is fucking just an old ass man, in a nursing home somewhere because he's old now,
Smoking heaters, watching soccer practice.
Hockey practice.
Hockey practice. Well, you can't smoke heaters inside the hockey arena, though. You can do it outside at the soccer spot, right? Outdoors. Hey, MicroStrategy stock hit an all-time high, highest in 24 years, outperforming Bitcoin right now, too, which is wild. Shout out to Michael Saylor. Fucking OG. But, yeah, guys, check out Catalorian. Give them some love. And, guys, feel free to stay up here and just jump into the conversation. We love to just keep it organic, keep it rolling. We are a little over an hour in. We got an hour left here of the show. So got a couple other sponsors up here. Want to jump down to Azumi. They've got an interesting narrative, man. This is a small cap. They've attached themselves to the Nero narrative as well. So Azumi, welcome back, man. What do you think about Bitcoin setting all-time highs? Flatline.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
All right. Let's give it a gas station boner pill. Maybe Azumi needs a gas station boner pill to wake up.
Bro.
Let's go to gas station boner pill.
Listen to this real quick. Gas station boner pill is the only asset that's up in my profile in the last 7 days, man, in my portfolio.
Let's go.
Ever since I got in. Holy shit, man. That's what I'm telling you. Bitcoin is pumping, but everything else. Look at my Caspa. My Caspa was on red. It was the only fucking in the top 50. I tweeted it yes, and then some other coin that I don't even know what the fuck it is. The only two coins that was red yesterday. That's how bad Caspa. They need to 10x this pitch already. They were, when they were talking about the 10x,
Well, Mark, it's because you fight them every day. You're like, Caspa, I love you. Next day, fuck you, Caspa.
It's because I found the truth, man. I found that they were having issues, and they did. Hey, listen, Paid was an asshole. He broke them at the end. That man said, yeah. It's like, you know the movie. You can't handle the truth. You know that movie where that's what the guy said. We can't handle it. We just can't handle it right now. We need to 10x it soon. We need the update.
Hey,
We
Di-
just can't
I
handle
was
smart
asking
contracts.
I was asking a very simple question. I feel like, like it was pretty simple. I wasn't attacking anyone. I was just curious. I didn't understand.
Well, Mar, it's hard to have a top performing asset when you don't even have a simple swap. Let's be honest. Come
Oh,
on.
don't get
I
him.
even built a swap.
Don't get
I
him
built a
going on
swap,
that.
And I'm nothing. I'm not fucking at 100 million market cap. I'm just a guy that cheats. Come on. I
Yeah.
built the swap. Come on, Casper.
I'm still happy. I'll buy more cheaper if the price goes down.
Genu, what's good, man?
What's up, guys? Good morning.
How you doing,
So,
bro? You got some Bitcoin?
Good, man. Good.
You liking this
Yeah,
Bitcoin
bro.
run?
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm a little bit on the other hand of Mar. I get excited still. I think like most people will when BTC goes up. How can you not? Especially if you're holding. I love looking at my wallets and seeing it higher and higher every day. Just like gas station boner pill, definitely the highest asset in my wallet. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm excited, dude. We all know that when BTC goes up, everything else seems to kind of follow soon after that. So I think this whole November thing, I'm not going to put in the words, the October thing and whatever November is and all that crap, but
Moonvember or some shit.
yeah, something. Dude, it's weird, but hey, I looked at the charts. I looked at the history. November is usually a really good month for Bitcoin, and then as you can see, everything kind of follows after that. So, which I'm excited about. As far as Genu goes, I mean, we're still holding strong, man. We don't have a huge volume. I'm sure, as you guys know, we've said it before, we're trying to grow completely organic. We just have solid holders, man, which is great. We get some buys and people hold. So we get definitely more buys than people selling, which to me speaks volumes. You know what I mean? People believe in the project, and it's just going to take us time. I think our time is coming. Like I forget who it was yesterday. I think going into the end of this year, first quarter of next year, man, we're gonna pump. So if you guys haven't gotten a bag, get it. I mean, before you know it, it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen, and we're just gonna all go crazy. We're not gonna know what to do with ourselves. We're gonna have Genu pills all over the place. But as far as other updates with us, I'm going to post this on here. I forgot to do it. I'll do it right now. So I know we told you guys that we have launched our merch store. So I just wanted to let everybody know on here, we have a merch store. So if you want your Genu swag, we have a bunch of stuff on there, the normal t-shirts, hoodies. We have baseball tees, which are awesome. It's the 3/4 sleeve, which is cool. Those are my favorite. Stickers, all that stuff. We're going to be adding more things on there. And we're actually going to be setting up a nice giveaway on Friday for merch. And what we're going to do on that is a 50, 25, and 25. So we'll do a $50, merch. Whoever wins, we'll give you the details when we actually staple it down. But hold on one second. Sorry, I'm getting a call. That's rude. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're gonna do a 50, and you guys, whoever wins can just pick whatever they want, up to $50 worth. And then same thing with the other 225s, right? Whatever you want. So you can do stickers, a t-shirt, or a hat and a t-shirt, whatever. As long as it comes to $50, we'll cover the shipping. We'll send it out to you. So that's going to be in our actual TG. We're going to do a nice VC, party, do a giveaway on that. It'll be all live and stuff. So hopefully you guys can make that and hang out with us and have fun.
Yeah, I will say, Genu is one of my favorites. Not gonna lie, they're funny. They make me laugh, and if you can make me laugh, you probably can make a few dollars off me. Because I'm gonna hold forever and not sell anything, like Zach from Subway always says. But you know, the Crypto Breakfast Club, we bring these guys on, Genu, Zumi, Catalorian. And not only are we feeding you the knowledge of, you know, these great projects, now we're, you know, indirectly clothing you. All right, now you're getting outfits. You are getting a hat for, you know, these summer, not summer, what are we on? Autumn, these autumn chilly months coming up. Maybe a hoodie. All right, so go follow Genu right now. Let's go.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go. Shout out to all of our sponsors, man. Genu, Izumi, and Catalorian today, guys. Go show them all some love. And we do have some posts up there in the nest. Make sure you guys show all those posts up there. The one from Genu, they just posted up there. Catalorian put their post up there. I've got one up there, basically quote tweeting that Catalorian post. Go show those posts some love. Man, it's a good time right now in crypto, 100%. We're at $71,700 Bitcoin, up 4.3% today. And yeah, the worst performing asset. Oh, never mind. Caspa's not the worst performing asset, Mar. It's Radium. Radium just took a big dump. So Caspa is the second worst performing asset here in the top 100 today.
Well, and I was looking at the top 50 yesterday. I didn't want to scroll down just to make it sound worse for Caspar. You know, listen.
This
I
guy
do have
just
a.
started fucking Casper. This dude's not even a
I'm
bull,
dying.
bro.
Listen, every time Caspar goes under 10 cents or it's around the 10 cents, it doesn't need to go I8. Just like I told you guys, every time I get into Dodge, it's under 10 cents. Yeah, about Dodge at 4 cents. I actually, you know what? Dogecoin is about the only asset I ever DCA on the way up. On the way up. You know, it's crazy. I just feel more comfortable. It was just better. The risk, for some reason, I wanted to see it. Just like investors, heavy investors, bought and DCA on Solana on the way up. When Solana was like $9, $9, a lot of these big money people were waiting for it to see if it corrects itself, if it's not gonna die like it did to what was it, Luna, the one. And when they saw that it started hitting the $14-16 mark, they started going in heavily on Solana. You know, and that's why Solana went to like $30 real quick. But I do have a question for our gas station, Eno. When, because I know you set a goal for listing, and when I was saying listing, not an exchange, I don't give a shit about exchanges. But even though I do have a hate, you know, and love thing with CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, I do think those tools are important. Like, what's your goal
100%.
to get listed on Coin, at least on CoinMarketCap?
So our goals are 500,000 and 1 million. Okay, so when we reach 500,000, we are getting listed on CoinGecko. So that's that. We have to hold it for 24 hours, obviously, which is not going to be a problem.
I don't know if. Yeah, I don't know if I know that Larry, you know, is good with or Zach or anyone here is good with, you know, connections and stuff like that. Like, not getting it cheaper, but making sure you're connected with the right person, because I've seen people get scammed and talking to, you know, to the wrong representative from CoinGecko. You know, and look what happened to the guy from Kendu. He sent $100,000 to a fake fucking representative from this BITUNIX exchange.
Yeah.
But not to bring that up, the real retard. But anyways, happy birthday, Zach, for that one. But anyways, yeah, just, you know, get in contact with them, with Larry, or I don't know if any of you have a real source from Gecko or CoinMarketCap, and get a good deal at the same time too. You know?
Yeah, no, Mar. So I'm sure there's probably new listeners. So we launched on the launchpad chef.fun. Okay, so one of the perks of doing that is they actually pay for it, and they go right through officially through the the official CoinGecko and list us on there. So at 500K, they will automatically pay for us to get listed on CoinGecko. And then once we hit 1 million, and again, hold for at least 24 hours, that's the minimum, then they also pay for us to get listed on CoinMarketCap. So those are like two big milestones that we're working towards. And like I said, man, I mean, we're sitting right around 250. We're halfway there. You know,
Do they
for
give you a deal
CoinGecko.
for an exchange or not?
Say that again.
Do they give you a deal for like a centralized exchange?
No, so like at that time we'll pay for that. You
Right.
know, once we get on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, then we'll put ourselves on some kind of exchange, and we'll probably ask, you know, everybody's opinion on what we think is going to be the best one. I know that we've talked about it in here to do one for the United States, right? And then do another one
Right.
for other countries. So that's something that we're definitely talking about for sure, 100%.
For some reason, man, like I've talked to a lot of projects, and they look at the arbitrage and the charts between exchanges and DEX, and a lot of them come back and say, man, Bitmore has changed. Bitmore, it looks like they're using good market makers, I guess, you know, but they said that Bitmore has cleaned up their shit, you know, and of course MEXC and BitX, and I've heard they're just fucking the worst, you know. But that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but they don't have a reason to lie. But yeah, I've heard good things about Bitmart. And probably that's why you see there's not that much volume in Bitmart, because they're legit. You know, they're doing shit right. I guess they're trying to get back in the U.S. Who knows? You know.
Yeah, that's one of our plans. You know, we'll definitely list. I mean, we're on, you know, like the little free, you know, listing spots, but something, you know, a big one that's definitely going to be a goal that we want to reach. But obviously, you know, a lot of people that are in crypto will always go and look for a token to show up on CoinGecko. I know I do, and then I also go and look to see if it's on CoinMarketCap as well. So those are our two first two goals right there.
Yeah, once you're trending, they help you. You know, you come out there, and sometimes they'll do it because you are trending. Sometimes I don't know. It's just weird. Some coins are trending and they don't ever come out there. I don't understand it. You know, and some coins are pumping and they have a nice market cap. They're like a $5-10 million market cap. They're ranked and they're like 100% up, and they're only showing fucking coins that are 10-20% up. I'm like, what's going on with this coin? You know. I had that issue a lot when our trade was pumping hard. They weren't showing but you know, but it's still an important tool for me, you know, to be on CoinMarketCap, and they take you more serious too when people see you listed on those on CoinMarketCap and Gecko.
Yeah, exactly. That's why like those are our two main focuses right now. You know, as far as big milestones, and we'll probably do like something big once we get, you know, on again the 500K market cap. Once we go on CoinGecko, we'll do like some big giveaway or party, whatever, and then do the same thing once we reach the 1 million milestone, so we can get on the CMC, and yeah, and then from there, then that's when we're really gonna focus on getting listed, you know, on some kind of exchange.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, I just read some. I missed this yesterday. I mean, it's wild. 22 hours ago, Watcher Guru. This just gets me thinking a little bit, you know, bringing this back to Bitcoin for a sec. Emory University recently disclosed that they've got $16 million in Bitcoin ETF holdings. Gets me thinking, man. Imagine if every university starts buying into Bitcoin through the ETFs, keeping it on their balance sheets. I mean, that's wild, especially these smaller universities, because you want to talk about a struggling area, man. Like these small private schools and things like that. There's just so many opportunities, I think, for Bitcoin still to go up, Mar. I know we were talking about it earlier. It's like this is the kind of shit that you don't really think about, right? It's like, oh, like Emory University, like they're buying Bitcoin. Like, you know what I mean? How many of these universities and, you know, companies and things like this could start adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet? you start to think about it, man. We're still damn early. I know, people say that all the time and it gets overused, but it's the truth. HBAR, what's up?
Hey guys, I just wanted to come up here and talk about H tweets a couple times, and
Hey,
if you
bro.
just message me here.
Yo,
Yeah.
your mic is real bad. It's like real spotty coming in and out.
Let me try.
I don't know if you're using headphones or something. Maybe not use headphones. Sometimes that screws it up.
Now,
Go ahead, try it again.
is that better?
That's way better, bro.
Okay. All right, cool. So, I just wanted to say, yeah, thanks for the other day. Let me come up and talk about H tweets again and give you guys that update. If you are on the speaker panel, if you want to send me your hashpack ID, and I'll send you some H tweets as a thank you for giveaways or whatever you may want to use it for. You brought up just one quick shameless shill because you just brought it up literally, and it's about the colleges using Bitcoin. And I'll tell you this, that through HSuite smart node technology, the Malaysian government is already tracking their college students through our dynamic NFTs. So since the NFTs can be updated at any point in time, these kids' classes, their grades, what they've all learned, they're all tracked on the HBAR suite NFTs on their smart nodes. So something exciting to quickly show. But again, like I said, if you just, as a thank you for the last time, you send me your hashback ID, I'll shoot you over some H tweets again for giveaways or whatever you want to use it for.
Appreciate that, bro. Hey, since we got you up here, man, I own some HBAR. What do you think about the price? I know it's been kind of it's been down for a little while, kind of forgotten about a little bit. But what do you think? I mean, do you think the floodgates are going to open here for HBAR this cycle, or what?
I think when Bitcoin loses its dominance, that all the alts will pump. I think that HSuite is like HBAR is like my long-term hold, but it's pegged to the dollar. So the transactions are pegged to the dollar. So someone was talking about Ethereum coming back, or I don't want to talk about other chains, but like as the token price goes up on these other chains, the cost of transactions go up. Hedera is pegged to the dollar at like 1/1,000,000th of a cent. So when enterprise adoption happens, in my most humble opinion, it would have to be in a place where they know how much money they're going to spend on a transaction. You have tokens like Karate Combat, Bank Social, Dovu, all of these projects that launched on other chains didn't realize that not only smart contracts have their limitations, but they can't afford to give out any kind of rewards without paying a huge amount of gas fees and token costs. So those have migrated over from Hedera. So as long as that keeps happening, as long as these developers and these big corporations and companies realize, like, I know what I'm getting here, and it's got the best security, it's ultra fast, super cheap. I think that if not this bull run, that maybe the 2031. It's going to melt faces, in my most humble opinion. I'm not giving out financial advice, but people like IBM, Boeing, T-Mobile, Google, the White House mentions the Hedera Hashgraph. It was founded by two veterans of the United States Air Force. I don't see a world where America doesn't win, and I'm sorry if you're from another country, love everyone. I want everyone to be happy and everyone to be rich and prosperous. But it's hard to imagine a world where an American-made company based out of Texas doesn't melt the faces as they're already working with the biggest Fortune 100, 500 companies there are. And I'll stop there. Sorry.
No, I love it, bro. Love the breakdown. Appreciate the insights. That's what it's all about, man. Appreciate that. Kova, what's going on, man? What's happening, bro?
What's going on, brother? Good morning to all. Hey, man, I just wanted to kind of follow up on what you said about colleges buying Bitcoin and ETFs and stuff. I mean, there's literally colleges that have business courses in there. I mean, how would they not even tap into crypto? Like, teach it and educate their students about it. Can you imagine this thing just taking off crazy and them not even having subjects on it? Like, wouldn't that just kind of like take away from their legitimacy? What are your thoughts on that? I'm not in college, so I don't know if they got courses, if anybody here knows anything about them teaching some, but I know that when I first started getting into crypto like 8 months ago, I was looking for courses, or I was attending business class, and they have nothing on it. So I was like, all right, let me look around, see if I could find something, and I couldn't. And eventually, I can't afford to just drop out of school and then just study full time, and that's what I've done. I just kind of self-taught crypto through through listening to you guys, and then going and doing my own research, and then reading up, and then having mentors, and I get a lot of mentoring from Mar. So I definitely have heard his Caspa rants and take profit. I get that a lot. But
Yeah, bro.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, it's a great point. I mean, our good friend Gary Gensler, he taught blockchain courses at MIT, which is kind of wild. Now he's like, completely against it. But yeah, I'm actually just, as you brought it up, I'm surfing the web here. Harvard, National University of Singapore, University of Cal Berkeley, Cornell in Ithaca, New York, Oxford, University of Zurich in Switzerland, ETH Zurich. How about this? ETH Zurich, a sister institution of the University of Zurich, also offers comprehensive blockchain education programs. Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely happening, bro. It's definitely happening. Stanford, Indian Institute of Technology, Columbia. I'm going through the list right now. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely something happening. I'll tell you a quick little story. It's kind of funny. When I was a college professor, they allowed me to teach an entrepreneurial class. I kind of just started it. I was like, hey, I want to teach an entrepreneurship class and offer it, in the business school or whatever. Small school, they kind of let you throw ideas out there and you can actually get shit done. And so I taught it. This is right before I went full time in crypto. And about, for 8 of the 16 weeks, all it was talking about crypto. I was like, yeah, you guys didn't tell me to give you the syllabus of what I was going to talk about. It's going to be about being an entrepreneur through buying crypto and getting, But so yeah, bro, it's happening for sure. And I think it's fascinating to think about, like all these universities, if they start putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet, it's definitely interesting. Hey, we got another speaker up here, Baggy. What's going on, Baggy?
Hey, how are you guys? How are you? Long time no see.
Yeah,
How
bro.
are you?
What's happening?
All good with family, grinding, 72K Bitcoin. So bullish, fucking bullish.
Let's
I'm
go,
curious
bro.
what will happen in the future. Oh,
Let's go.
amazing. Amazing moment. Amazing time for crypto believers.
It is.
I love it. Yeah. Let's make that money. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna get dinged here, but you know what? I don't need my ad revenue on my YouTube live stream today. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it.
Speak for yourself, Zach. Wait a minute. How
No,
much
you
are
know
we
what I'm gonna
missing
do?
out?
Hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take monetization off. There we go. I think I can do it this way. It's been too long.
Uh-oh. Crypto Postman.
It's been too long.
Crypto Postman.
It's been too damn
Are you
long.
ready to see
Hold
your
on.
brand on TV? Your competitors
This isn't it.
wish they had thought about Vibe. With Vibe, you can launch targeted TV.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump
We're letting that bitch play all the way through, too. Let's go. Let's go.
Energy. I love it. Zach, real quick, I have a question. I was just watching your live stream. Why does it look like you're in heaven? What's going on right now?
Bro, the lighting. I'm not. Yeah, bro, dude, it's wild. Oh, the sun is just beaming. Yeah, dude, it's. You know, that's the thing when you go. You never know what your setup's gonna look like when you go on the road. Yeah, I gotta. The lighting's coming in here like crazy. I gotta adjust all my stuff. But yeah, bro. That's why my new setup's in the basement. So you can just manipulate the light however you need it. But we don't want to talk about lighting all day. There we go. How's that? Now you watch it? You watch it? That looks way better.
Unless it's for Litecoin.
Yeah, that's way better. That's way, way better, Zach. Yeah, because for a minute there, it looked like I was talking to an angel. Like, I was like, what is going on? I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, we got it fixed. Now, speaking of Litecoin, I bought some of that. Where the hell's the price? Where the hell is Litecoin? What's it even ranked these days? Oh, here. Oh, hell yeah. We bought it at 69. We're at 73. Let's go. We're rich. We're rich. It went up $3.
That's funny because I do that shit all the time too. It's like I look at my portfolio, I went up like 1 or 2%. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go! I'm like fucking going crazy for no reason.
Hey, a win's a win, bro.
Yeah, the garbage ass Bitcoin might hit 72K.
Oh God, here we go.
Bro, who the hell fuds Bitcoin, man? Like, what kind of person fuds Bitcoin?
Mar.
Come on, bro.
Mar has funded every project he has mentioned today. Besides gas station Bonapo, you guys are on the chopping block too, according to him. Be careful.
The gas station is the only one up in the last 7 days in my portfolio. Yeah.
Bitcoin's up. And so that means you bought Bitcoin really, really, really fucking high.
No, I'm not counting the blue chips. I'm counting the high risk, not the blue chips. But yeah, man, Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin might hit 75K by the end of tonight. Is that the all-time high? Is that the?
I think it's 72. No, it's 73. 73 and some change.
73.7 is the all-time high. 73.7. So we're 2K away. Literally, like exactly 2K away from all-time high.
I would love, man, when it gets to 100K, that's gonna be like terrifying. Like going from 5 to 6 digits, that's gonna be crazy, man. That's I think it's just gonna, once it gets to like 97K, it's just gonna blast off. I mean, the FOMO is gonna be so crazy that it's just gonna break through fucking 97, 98, 99, especially 99, like nothing, I think.
I mean, bro, it's wild. It's wild. There's no FOMO. There was no FOMO back in March when it went up to 73.7, almost 74K. There was no FOMO. Like, nobody even knew what the fuck was happening.
Gary just said that he knows a few people that are waiting on the right before 100K to, they double their money. I guess they got in at 50. You know, he knows a few people that are gonna sell a big chunk, and he's waiting for the dip that he's still gonna buy at 90. He knows. He says this shit is gonna break through 100K. He sees it, I think, between 120, 150.
Who said that? Gary Cardone?
Yeah.
So
yeah, he also said like around 250, I think he said, or 500K, it'll start slowing down big time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So Zach, I wanna say something. So I don't hear a lot of people talk about the fact that Bitcoin did something that it never did. It hit an all-time high, a new all-time high before the Bitcoin happened.
Yeah.
That never happened.
True.
And I'm thinking, I don't understand why people are so focused on this American election, like this isn't just a borderless, piece of technology. This is worldwide. I think anybody that's like on the sideline or saying, "Oh, I'm just waiting for the election." I mean, what are you waiting for? A 1 to 2 day 10% discount on Bitcoin before it start ripping to, multiple six figures? I mean, what are we doing here?
No, that's a good point. I mean, and Larry talks a lot about this because he's got a good pulse on the APAC region, the Asia Pacific region. And I'll tell you, man, even just going over there, getting a pulse on like just what it's like, and dude, I mean, it's crazy how much capital is sitting on the sidelines in Asia right now. Crazy.
They about to $1.4 trillion is about to, be stimulated over there. So, and it's way more people over in Asia than it is just, the 300 something million.
The one thing that I get worried about is what's India doing? They've just been so wishy-washy lately on crypto, and I mean they're either one or number two in population all the time. It kind of flips back and forth between them and China. It looks as if China's kind of going in the right direction, where they've been back and forth for a while, but it looks like they're going in the right direction according to Larry and some of the other people who got a good pulse on that. But I wonder what India is going to do. That's one that I'll be looking for.
I think a lot of these other countries that's a little bit different from how we run things over here. I think they just want to make sure all of their leaders and governments and all that stuff get in before they like, all right, everybody is open for you guys now. I just think that's what I think. But I think at the end of the day, you got to think about it like this. This new technology, and people don't understand, like, it's not going anywhere. Like, when every sector, like, everything is coming on chain. When we're going to look back 20 years from now, and your ID and birth, all of that stuff is going to be an NFT. It's going to be on chain. We're talking about real estate. We're talking about, stocks. Larry Fink from BlackRock they were already talking about tokenization of the stock market of stocks and stuff. And everything, like your identity, everything is going on chain. So it's like, when people look at this, I know that it's really volatile. It's so small. It's a baby market. I mean, it's only $2 trillion market. That's nothing. We're talking about quadrillion dollar markets is going to come on chain, and it's unfathomable what's going to happen. And just invest in this technology with a 20-year mind period. Yes, take some profits along the way each, cycle, but there's going to come a point in time where you just have to just be in it and just do not look to get out, because now we're having like a lot of DeFi. I watch a lot of videos that most of the crypto space don't watch, but these are like big institutions, and they meet at these and they're talking about DeFi, interoperability, and their focus is on just the yields and, what DeFi, the things that DeFi can do. You don't think they want that? you know, you don't think it's lucrative for them to be like, oh, you know, I can have this stable coin, or I can inject this in a liquidity pool, and you know, and earn 20% or anything that's a little bit that's more than what we'll see right now if you just put some money in your savings account and earn what 0.000001%. But yeah, bro, I just want people to like just think about it, zoom out. And what the biggest thing with like the meme coins is now is people got wrecked last cycle on a lot of these VC tokens. People are tired of just the utility coins that's just meme coins that say they're utility coins. I mean, like like you just said, a lot of the bigger players are just gonna be like, oh, that's cute. Let me just buy that. I mean, look what Ripple was doing. They have been buying crypto companies left and right. You know, so it's really just it amazes me when we have these short term mindsets when we're not knowing that this is like the next industrial revolution. Like this is the gold rush. This is about to I mean, even gold, metals, all of that stuff is going to be tokenized. It's all going to be tokenized. So that's just my opinion. I don't know. What do you think about that?
No, man, it's exciting. And I mean, I think we forget too, like, okay, we're living in this global society. Business is being done more globally now than ever before. What helps us advance that 10x, 20x? It's tokenization. Like we're already heading in that direction. I like to zoom out and kind of just look at a big picture, like taking blockchain and crypto out of it. Like, how's our world changing, right? And it's changing in that direction. So when we think about tokenization, think about all of the markets that are illiquid that now become liquid when you tokenize it, right? And then think about fractional ownership of, let's say, real estate. Okay, now 4 or 5 people in this room could put their chips in and go own something, whereas before that's not even an opportunity. You don't have access. You don't have enough capital, right? But through tokenizing assets, all of a sudden now it's a much better system because you have a fair chance. And the whole fractional ownership in real estate, that is going to be insane. That is going to be insane. And I know there's a lot of good companies already working on it. AVAX is working on it. I know what's that other company? Proppy. I've checked them out before. Yeah, man, it's exciting, and I think it's a good point to make, because we do kind of lose sight of how early we are because we're in it every day. Sometimes you do got to zoom out and just look at a big picture and see where we are. Let's see. I think Gino, you had your hand up, and then we'll go to HBAR. I see Kova paid. A bunch of people want to chime in here. We got about 15 minutes left in the space. Real quick, just want to shout out our sponsors today. So Catalorian is up here with us. Shout out to them. They've been in the space before. Go show them some love. There's some post up there in the nest. Hop in their TG. Give them a follow on X. Same thing for Azumi and Genu down there as well. We've got 3 great communities, great projects out here with us, rocking with us. So go show them some love. Genu, go ahead, man. You want to chime in on this?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, my opinion as far as why people are, holding back or whatever, like Crypto B was saying with the election here in the United States, I think has to do with policy, right? So we got two people that are saying that they're for crypto, but I think the policies are going to be completely opposite. Like we got right now this administration, right, that is talking about, has been talking about putting a 50% unrealized gains tax on crypto, which nobody wants that shit. I know I don't. And then on top of that, it's like we get banged for like almost 30% when you go to sell your crypto and turn it back into fiat, whatever. I think the fact that you got Trump on one hand saying that he's accepting and going to embrace crypto, especially Bitcoin, and saying that he wants to bring that to the United States and be the biggest miner you know, of Bitcoin, it speaks volumes, right? And I think this might be the reason why some people are kind of holding off on like really jumping into it, because you got complete different views. We have a little bit of a sneak peek of what I think Kamala Harris would want with crypto. And my opinion, you know, I don't care what anybody, you know, goes with as far as voting, but in my opinion, I think her views on it, one, she doesn't know what the hell this shit is, you know, and then two, I think the people that she will have on there are just going to tax the shit out of us. It's like you can go and make $1 million off of Bitcoin, but then you're going to walk away with less than half. Where I think, in my opinion, Trump, with who he's going to have on his administration and getting rid of freaking, I forget his name, Gensler, and the fact that he's talking about lowering taxes, and how about even the whole Fed, right? He wants to take away the federal income tax. So that's going to be huge. I think all of this stuff kind of plays in the whole income side of things. I think all plays into, even with crypto, especially with Bitcoin. That's just my opinion. I think everybody's kind of just holding off to see who's going to win, to see if they're going to just ape in, or if they're going to be a little bit more conservative in like the Bitcoin crypto.
Gino, I think that's a good point. You know, there are a lot of countries who are going to follow what the United States does. You know, we were talking about the APAC region. They kind of do their own thing over there. Like Russia's going to do its own thing. They're bringing mining back. You know, they're not going to follow suit with what the United States is going to do. But most of the West will. Most of the West, who doesn't have, you know, guidelines and guardrails up, you know, similar to how it is here in the United States, they're waiting. I think they're waiting to see what the hell the United States is going to do, and then adopt something similar. But it's funny. I mean, you look at a place like Canada, they had ETFs back in 2021. Like, what the hell are we doing? Canada had ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs, Ethereum ETFs in 2021. What the hell are we doing? You know, so it'll be interesting to watch it play out for sure, man. But some great points there. I mean, I think with Trump, I mean, he's at least made his stance clear. I mean, just the fact going to that Bitcoin Nashville event, I was there. I was 7 rows back watching him, you know, be there. Obviously, you know, some of it may be lip service, but I think it's clear that he's at least taken a pro crypto stance. He's probably gonna put people in place who we would like. You know what I mean? People who understand the markets. I don't think he necessarily gets crypto from A to Z, but he'll put people there that I think will, and it'll probably have our best interest. At least that's the vibe I get. You know, HBAR, what's up, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of piggyback off that. I'm in the same mindset. I mean, you got Trump, who's going to get rid of no taxes on tips, no taxes on overtimes, and he's already in his first administration got rid of the payroll tax, which instantly got me a raise. And the company I work for actually gave me a bonus right after he got elected. And then, yeah, he did say he would abolish the federal income tax and just tariff other goods and commodities, which is fantastic. Another part of it, though, is that and I don't mean to go down a rabbit hole, but it's just what I've observed in my lifetime, is that the other side, they don't create anything besides war. If you remember his first administration, he signed the Abraham's Accord, which is basically peace in the Middle East, and then we got out of war. China wasn't invading Taiwan. Russia stopped invading Ukraine, because they had done that under the first Joe Biden-Obama administration, where they killed tens of thousands of people. But all these wars stopped, and then I thought war was going to help Bitcoin pricing, because everyone's going to want to put their money into Bitcoin. But it's almost kind of had the opposite. It's kind of stabilized there. But when there's prosperity and low interest rates and people have extra money to spend, that's when it seemed like crypto at the end there was really pumping. So I'm excited. I feel like, yeah, we're at like 2% of the global GDP, or the global, you know, market cap. So although my bag is looking like crap right now, you know, who knows what we'll be in 5 to 10 years. So just thankful to be healthy right now.
Yeah,
and
bro.
I'm told to stay healthy for me and all of you.
Appreciate that, man. And you know, to your point, bro, things can change so fast in crypto. I mean, so fast. And that's why we love this market. I mean, it never sleeps, it never stops. I mean, you literally go to bed, wake up the next morning, and you got a whole different vibe going on. You know what I mean? You went to bed pissed off because, you know, then you wake up and you're like, wait a minute. You know, and then a week later, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I'm going to go buy a new house. I think I'm going to go buy a new car. I think, wait a minute. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute, it went up 1%.
Paid, what's up?
No, I was just adding that. No, I wanted to just say that statistically, and correct me if I'm wrong, Zach, you would have this information more than I would, but after all-time highs on Bitcoin, normally about 30 days after the alts start really pumping, is that correct? Something like that? Maybe 30 to 60 days, something like that? Is that correct?
I'm not sure on that data, but I mean, there's some decent data on like after Bitcoin halvings. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Maybe you're thinking after halvings. It's some like 300 odd days after halvings is usually where we see a Bitcoin all-time high. But I mean, that was kind of thrown out the window because, you know, we saw ETFs come before the halving and they pushed us to an all-time high. But yeah, I mean, eventually you get the rotation of capital. Go ahead, Mar.
And Zach, I think Bitcoin had the best September ever.
Yeah, best September on record ever. Yeah, bro. I mean, it's crazy. We're about to hit 72,000 right now. By the way, I'm watching this chart pretty closely here. Kova, what's good?
Just wanted to jump in on that about the market, just waiting on the election. Watch. Once people start seeing that somebody that is pro-crypto starts getting elected, people with good money are going to try to hurry up and move into place. I think that's what's holding back a little bit. You know, whenever you have another candidate that's saying we're going to tax stuff out of you on any unrealized gains, it kind of pumps the brakes for large investors. So that's one thing that I think slows things down. The other is that the information's just not out there. I mean, we know where to go and what vein to tap onto in order to get our information. But prior to me getting into this, I didn't see anything about crypto. It wasn't until I specifically started searching for it that I was able to find it. I had to get into X, all right? There's a lot of people that left X once Elon took over. I know it sounds kind of silly, but there's a lot of people that didn't like that Elon was taking over. I have acquaintances that specifically said, yeah, I don't get on Twitter anymore since Elon got on there. So that's one main source of information on crypto that they're just not tapping into. The other is like Telegram. I didn't even touch Telegram till about like 5 months ago, where everybody's like, go to the TG, go to the TG. So I finally got to the TG. And, I mean, can you imagine, you know, people that are sitting on good money that are comfortable or retired that have good money to invest? They don't mess with any stuff. Can you imagine your grandparents or somebody trying to bridge Ethereum into 8chain in order to buy a meme coin on that chain? Like, it's just not happening. So it has to be a little bit easier. That's why I like what cryptos like Paw and Wire are doing. They're trying to kind of centralize all crypto, so there's only one place to go to. I think that's going to speed up things a lot. So I do like that as a newer investor. I'm like, that'd be awesome to have 8 months ago when I got in. I wouldn't have lost all this money bridging. I remember transferring some crypto from one chain to the other, and I did it on the wrong chain, and I lost that money. So it has to ease up. It has to be easier for other people. Now, obviously, older people will be phased out, and you guys will be the new old, and you know you're already familiar with this. So crypto will definitely be up and going by then. But if you want that to happen now, regulations have to be cleared. You know, they also people also want their investment insured. You know, right now there isn't. If you put your money into a centralized exchange and it gets hacked and it disappears, there's nothing that holds their feet to the fire that's going to give you your money back. It's just gone. You know, it's up to them to decide whether they're going to replace or not. I mean, what was it? There was a couple. I've heard Mara talk about Art Trade, how they fucking one of the centralized exchanges got hacked. A bunch of our trade got taken, and it never got replaced. So it just killed that chart. So people don't want to come into an investment like that where nothing is insured. So we do. We do. The people in this room, we know we've taken the risk. We're willing to, gamble. It's a gamble, and take that, and hopefully we're rewarded highly. And I think we will. But for now, that's really what's holding this market back, I think, in my opinion. Right now, obviously, kind of the new guy, but that's just my 2 cents.
Couldn't agree more, bro. Couldn't agree more. I think that was a great breakdown. I want to hear from Zach and then Matt, and then we'll close up shop today, guys. Another great space. Real quick, last reminder here before we close up shop. We'll hear from Zach and Matt. Show some love to our sponsors today. Catalorian, Azumi, Genu. Go show them some love. Hop on their X page. Hop in their TG. See what they got cooking up. And thanks to everybody who came up and spoke today, everybody who listened, whether you're on the YouTube Live, on the X Live, or right here in the space. Couldn't do it without you guys. Zach, Matt, I'll give you guys some final words here.
Perfect. Yeah. Also remember to join the Crypto Breakfast Club Telegram. There's action all day long. But back to the Bitcoin and stuff. That's why the ETFs are so valuable, in my opinion. You don't have to understand crypto to invest in it. Just let someone else do it for you, and that is definitely bringing outside money in. So, people not buying Bitcoin, I think you guys are completely, I don't know how to say it. I don't want to use that word.
Not smart.
You're not smart. Yeah, that's it. So many words going through my head.
Happy birthday, Zach.
Thank you. You know what I'm going to do?
72K garbage ass Bitcoin.
Yeah, we just hit 72K.
Oh,
Let's fucking go.
Look at this guy. This fucking guy. Your portfolio, I know, is all Genu, which is smart for you, Mar. But you're missing some Bitcoin. I mean, what is wrong with you? You're the liquidity guy. Look at the fucking Mark.
The only shit that's
Mark, go look at CoinMarketCap. Tell me what project, what asset is the top right now.
Listen, the only thing that's keeping my portfolio from really turning into shit if I was holding Cardano. That's it. If I was to add Cardano into my portfolio, I might as well just fucking give it away.
Mars just going. He's going below the belt today, man. Mars just going low blow after low blow.
It's crazy. Mar didn't take his Viagra today, but the guy that's funding Bitcoin, just threw like 1,300 at slippage for fun. So I wouldn't take any investment advice from Mar.
Yo, Matt, man, glad to have you back up here, bro. What's good, man?
Hey, I've been in and out of the spaces today. I've been doing some other stuff, business stuff, but everybody I heard, everybody I listened to, everybody's so spot on. I mean, man, there's some super educated, super crypto qualified people in these spaces, and I've been to other spaces where it seems like everybody's just shilling their projects, and you come over. I mean, you listen in on this, and you're getting so much intel, so much alpha. I mean, so many great plays. Excuse me, I'm drinking coffee. But there's so many great plays too. And the thing is, you know what? Like, crypto is being adopted. They can, and when this last conversation about, it sounds like we all want to say, where the F is the bull run, without coming out and saying it, without asking it. Well, where's the bull run? Remember, the ETFs, like Zach said, Canada had ETFs since 2021. Gold ETFs just came out in 2000. These ETFs, I don't like them personally because they keep the money on Wall Street. However, in the long run, keeps the money relevant and keeps the money there. I mean, it keeps the money in the arena. So the Bitcoin bull run, I'm not bearish on crypto or Bitcoin. I'm just like a realist. And it's moving slowly but surely. It might not be in the time frame that we all want it, but it's going to be there. I mean, $1 today is $10 tomorrow in crypto. And we're all right, but we just don't have the right time frame. And they're throwing stuff at us like ETFs, regulation, elections, adoption, bridging, all this stuff where they can interact with, it's interoperable with each other's coins and projects. So there's so much going on. And Zach, you hit it perfect. It's oversaid, it's overstated, but I don't think it's stated enough. We are so early. Avalanche, Hedera, you guys talked about Hedera today. You know what? My personal prediction for Hedera, not financial advice, in 10 years, that coin's going to be $15 to $20 a coin. Hedera. Why? You can't stop it. Once they flip the switch to use it on the new banking system and the tokenization for what they have planned, you can't stop it. It's going to go into everyday usage. And the beautiful thing is, nobody's even going to know they're using it. It's just going to be using it. It's not like PayPal or Cash App where you made a transaction. You went to a grocery store or you titled your boat and you used it and you have no idea you used Hedera. That's how fluid it's going to be. So this stuff, where it's going, I still think people can't visualize where crypto's going, how the adoption is coming into play. And when I say that, I'm also talking about they just can't throw it out there and release all the technology into the wild all at once. Why? Because half of the world population would die. And no matter what conspiracy theorists think, they don't want all of us dead. They need us. We're human resources. We are capital. We're money. We're energy. We're working for them. So they don't want to knock us off. They want us to play their game. And if you're kicking ass in Monopoly and somebody comes up, your mom comes up and says, time to go, pack it up, and she takes the board game, everybody else is going to say, thank God I was getting my ass kicked. One person's going to say, no way, I was kicking everybody's butt. So they don't want it to end like that. They can't make the switch. They want everybody to keep playing. They want everybody to stay in it. And more importantly, they want everybody to get on board. We are already on board. Now we're just reaching our hand up to grab normies on board. That's it.
I knew I made a good decision letting Matt get the final word. Always brings the heat, brings good energy. Appreciate you, bro. Mar's got his hand. All right, Mar. What's up?
All right. Listen up. This is a high risk.
Don't end on a low note, bro.
This is a high risk. I'm all into multi blockchains right now. Check out this project. It only has like 200 followers on X, but everybody wants to get in early, but nobody wants to take the risk. Print art. Look for print art. I'll throw it on the comment section. I'll throw it on
print art
on X. Yeah, print art. Just the letter R. Print art.
Print R.
They're stating you're gonna be able to launch over 60. You're gonna be able to launch a meme coin on 69 different blockchain with one click. So yeah, and they only got like 200 followers. This is a high risk. Who knows, but just follow it, and study it and see what.
Is the token out?
I'm not even sure. I just found out about it. They just through my alpha team just let me know about it right now.
All right, I found the X page. I'm
200 followers. I'm not connecting my wallet.
But you see what I just said? Everyone wants to get in early, but nobody wants to take a risk. So if Zach, you know what, Zach? You know what? So if you see 200,000 followers, I'm late already. So what's your number? Oh
my God. My number is not getting robbed or scammed. That's my number.
Yeah, like I said, I just found about this. I just 1 minute ago, they just told me about it. Do your homework on it.
All right, I'll open a new wallet in 8.
Are we on a yacht party already? What the fuck's that music?
I was on their website, printr.money. I'm trying to figure out if there's a freaking token out or something, and they just have some panda bear playing fucking music.
Wait, they're already printing money?
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm trying to, ape into something and be a degenerate. Is that all right?
Love it.
All right, guys. Hey, we'll be back tomorrow. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Definitely great space today. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Peace. Thank you, everybody on the live stream. We'll see you guys.